Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Gregg's Vintage Workshop. I just thought I'd show you what I picked up today. We're not starting work on it today or anything like that, but this will be a future project. This is a 1946 Mantola radio that I found at a little antique store not too far from my house. And it's not really my style. I really like the wooden radios, but I have to tell you, I saw this thing and it stood out at me. And I think that I can make it look really nice. Now, it's one of those Bakelite cabinets. You can see it's in pretty poor shape, right? As far as the actual cabinet itself. I think somebody tried to clean it up with something at some point in time in its life, probably more recently in its life. But it's not broken. Bakelite's not broken at all, and the knobs are on it, and I think that they'll clean up pretty nice. But the dial plate is actually in really nice shape. And so when I saw that, and I just like the style of it, right? So I picked it up. And so I think that we'll do something with this radio. Here's the back. I thought this was interesting, this tag that was on the back. Model R654PM mahogany, and then they have OPA retail in zone 1 $22.95, and in zone 2 the ceiling price $24.10. I thought that was interesting. I wish the whole thing was there and not torn off, but it's pretty cool. I like that. Now, apparently somebody, looks like it's got Underwriter Laboratory tag on it. I don't know if that's original or not. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. Somebody obviously put a new cord on it, which I don't know if this has a transformer or not. It might not. This might just be one of those radios that just use tubes, kind of like the Air King that I did. But I can tell it's aftermarket colored, number one, because it's brand, number two, it's not period correct. They used, it looks like, an original type end on it. You can tell from the flower wrap portion, and it's non-polarized. Now I'm going to try and find a polarized plug for this when I do it, and I'll keep this cord because it's new, but it's not period correct, and so I'll figure out what I think is period correct for it, and we'll stick it on there. But I know that this would not be period correct for 1946. So I'm going to quick put you guys on a tripod here, and we'll take the back off just because I want to see what it looks like. And you guys might as well see too. Like I said, I've got my 55C Atwater Kent that's in process. I'm not going to start this until then. I've also got a Philco 54C that I've been working on for my daughter that is next. So, but I think this will make a good project. Let me stick it on the tripod. Okay, I got you on the tripod. Now if I can keep from blocking your view, we'll be all set. I want to go ahead and take the back out. I'd like to pull the chassis out and get an idea what this looks like inside. I'm like a little kid when I get a new radio. I have to see what I got, even if I'm not going to work on it right now. But I don't want to lose any of these screws because I'll be putting it right back together again, so I don't have to worry about losing anything from it before I actually start working on it. But again, this is the first time I've got a Bakelite radio, and I was actually impressed to see that it was not cracked at all. I mean, to be 1946, what's that make it? What's my math? Let's see, 60, 70, 70, 76, 75 years old, something like that. So there's the back. It's a fiberboard back, and it's not bad shape. not horrible shape, but not bad shape. It's got the back anyway. A lot of times you get through radios and they don't have the back. Let me double check and make sure you're still centered. You are. Okay, good. So it's got the antenna. I'm going to screw a whole nut on there. I don't want to pull it off without pulling the rest of the unit out first. I do see one metal tube in there. And a few glass tubes. Looks like it might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tube radio. Okay. Alright. So obviously the screws must be on the bottom. So let's go ahead and turn this back around. And I wanted to show you that dial again. And it does work. So the dial cord must be intact. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and pull the knobs off. Move them out of the way. There we go. And turn up on the side. Oh, that's cool. Let me flip this over so you guys can see this. I'm going to turn it on its face, so it's going to be upside down, unfortunately. But it's got this tag. Actually, you can see kind of what the Bakelite should look like when it's cleaned up as well. It's got, that's probably why it's called mahogany, because it looks almost like a wood grain in there, if you guys can see that. But magic built-in antenna, 110, 120 volt, 50, 60 cycles, or 30, let's see, or DC 30 watts. Has a picture of the chassis from the top. Looks like it uses a 12SA7. I can't read that very well. I'll have to get my other one on there. This looks very similar to the Air King that I just did. Very, very similar. So let's go ahead and see if we can take these screws off the bottom. Make sure you're still in focus and still on camera. You're not centered. Move this over a little bit. There we go. See if we can get these screws out without losing anything. And we will just have a little look-see here together. See what condition the speaker appears to be in and the rest of it. How many caps we have. This might just require a little bit of a recap and testing the tubes, and we'll see what the wiring looks like. If it's 46, it's after the rubber wire rotten situation they had in the early 40s, so maybe it won't be bad. Alright, screws are out. Let's tip it back up. There we go. See if we can get this to slide out. There, it looks like it's going to slide out. I don't want to grab it by the antenna. Pull it that way. And it's dirty inside, that's for sure. But it's coming. So let's see what we got here. That's the Bakelite. All right. You do a shot like this. It's dirty. Speaker looks to be in really good shape. Hopefully I'm centering this so you guys can see all this. It's funny because this one looks almost identical to the Air King inside. Not sure if you guys can see what I'm trying to show you here. turn it over here without damaging anything. There we go. Yeah, you're still on camera, so. Yeah, as I thought, somebody had. Well, they set their chassis right down on that wire too. That's interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me get you off the tripod, get you a little closer. Alright, so here we are up close. What I was showing you was this is the wire that they added. The white. And there's the black. The wire that is connecting to, as you can see, is all rotten. You can also see right here, when they set that in the case, see if I can get that closer. I can just turn around and get my fingers out of the way. When they set that in the chassis, they set the chassis right down on top of that wire. And also, and that's recent, you can tell that this is fairly new wire. I bought some like this not too long ago. But they obviously didn't bother to change the wire that it was connected to, which also is not original to this radio. This is like a line extension cord that somebody has added to this radio. Right? And you can see down there too how rotten that is. A lot of caps. Looks like 1, 2, 3. Hold you guys up a little bit. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for sure that I see. We got the one electrolytic, which I can already see from here. The cap's bulging on. This almost resembles exactly that Air King that I did. And I had actually restuffed the electrolytic in that one. I'll probably do the same in this one, just because it's already in a holder and such. But yeah, that's it. And the speaker's actually not rubbing or anything. It's actually in really nice shape. The dial cord, I'm not going to try and turn it the way it's sitting because we're sitting down here. But yeah, I don't think this will take much. A recap, I'll check the resistors. I'll check the transformer, obviously, this one. That wire's not original. There's been some work. Somebody's been in here and done some stuff, for sure. Let's turn this up. Get this back up where it needs to be, so you guys can see this. Yeah, so somebody's done some work in here. It's really filthy. Obviously, I'll have to take the tuning condenser out and clean it, and we'll clean all this. But I think it'd be a fun little project. I think this one's going to make a nice little radio. And yeah, so for the first look, that's our Mantola, 1946 Mantola. I'll have to see if I can get schematic online for it, and I think it'll be a fun little project. I think this one's going to turn out pretty good, but I just wanted to give you guys the same first look as I've got, and this will be a future video, future restoration, but I was kind of excited when I got it today. So I said it needs to be finished, right? there's the kind of the inside light shining on, but it's inside's pretty clean and nice. Gives me some idea of what to make it look like when I get done. So anyway, that is what I picked up today. And that is not going to sit there. I'm not even going to try it. And I apologize for making you guys dizzy. But yeah, that's the Mantola, 1946 Mantola, and we will put that on the shelf and put a clean towel over it until I'm ready to work on it. But there you go. 1946 Mantola. Sounds like the radio for a man's room, right? Man cave, Mantola. The Mantola radio in the man cave. Anyway, thanks for watching Gregg's Vintage Workshop.